capture the soul of the street. It's so hard for me to let go. It's like I let the techno hit a stadium echo. Now it's reaching a volume where the weakness is silent, putting the fear God in them while I'm shifting the climate.
Hey YouTube, bringing you all this My Thoughts Monday. I didn't write a script though, so I'm probably just gonna go off the top of the head on this one. So I'm gonna start off with, let's go with hip hop industry first. I can talk about that since it's pretty easy topic. But my thoughts on the hip hop industry. Okay, so I think hip hop has changed both negatively and positively in the current like years of back in the day, because in the 90s and 80s hip hop was like amazing, and it's like The Breaks by Curtis Blow, good hip hop song, loved it. Like the negative thing about hip hop that has changed is hip hop's not like positive anymore. Like Curtis Blow, The Breaks, like, that song is positive. You know, it talks about negative things, but it sounds positive. Like there's not a lot of positive hip hop anymore. It's just they talk about like sad topics and they like talk about it in a sad way. At least like if you're talking about a sad thing, why not make it happy? Because then when people have like experienced that sad moment, they can just listen to that song, but it will lift them up because it's talking about what they're sad about, but it makes them happy because it's an uptone beat. It makes them happy. See, like not a lot of people do that anymore. Like I know it's a challenge because it is hard to talk about something sad and make it uptone and upbeat, but because I think people should try to do that more. It would make hip hop loved and liked even more, and people would stop thinking that it is dead. That it's dead. Oh, by the way, before I continue, I'm gonna make this just one video. But it's gonna be two different topics I talk about. So yeah. Okay, so we're hip hop industry still. We're still on that. Okay, I think a lot of people say that they're hip hop artists, but they really aren't. A good example of that is Lil Wayne. I am sorry, he says he is hip hop, but I don't think he is hip hop. I think he's a rapper personally. I think like everyone says he's the king of hip hop and stuff like that. In my opinion, I think the king of hip hop is Nas. Nas is the best hip hop artist in my opinion. Like you cannot fuck with Nas. Like if Lil Wayne and Nas had a rap battle, I think Nas would definitely through and through. For all y'all wondering why y'all bagging on Lil Wayne, it's cause the only reason why I don't really bag on him, because I don't really hate him. The only reason why I bring him up is because everyone says he's like the greatest rapper of all time and all that shit. I don't think he's the greatest. I think there's a lot of rappers who are better than him, who that can do way better than him. I think even some underground artists are way better than Lil Wayne. Ooh, excuse me guys, I'm eating cereal right now, so if I burp, excuse me. And if you hear construction work in the back, they're fucking doing lawn work outside. So yeah. But anyway, so in my opinion, Nas is like the greatest hip hop artist, and then like Lupe Fiasco is another good hip hop artist. Like hip hop, the beats kind of like changed a lot. Because I remember back in like the 90s, the 80s, hip hop beats were very different. They were like underground music beats of today. Like if you've heard an underground like beat, like an underground rapper beat or underground hip hop artist beat, that's what hip hop used to be. Now hip hop, well, people consider 2 Chainz is a hip hop artist, but he's just like more of a party hip hop artist. But hip hop is more fast and less like tribal beats and stuff like that. Like it's more like fast and like just like getting it out there and stuff like that. I remember back in the 90s, like you could tell the difference between hip hop and rap. Today it's a lot harder, I think, to tell the difference between the two genres. I honestly wish that old school hip hop would come back, but that we'd add new elements to it. If we did that, I think hip hop would be even it would be the biggest genre of all time. And in my opinion, I think hip hop is like the blend of like rap and then every other genre. Like when people add subtopics to hip hop, like alternative hip hop and stuff like that, they're basically trying to group up hip hop and make it like its own like giant genre. I think what hip hop should do is just be called hip hop. If you do alternative hip hop, you're just a hip hop artist. You're not alternative hip hop artist. You're a hip hop artist, guys. Sorry if I said that pretty fast. Let me say that again. If you're an alternative hip hop artist, you're just a hip hop artist. I think they should just do that and just make it a hip hop thing. Like Tech Nine. hip hop artist to me. He's not a rapper. I think he's a hip hop artist. He mixes rap with rock, metal, anything he can. But he has rap elements to them, so it makes them hip hop. That's what hip hop is, in my opinion. It is taking another genre, or taking hip hop and putting it is okay taking like another genre and putting rap elements to it. That is what hip hop is to me. That is what hip hop is to me. Okay, so that's my end. That's how I'm gonna end that one. That topic. I'm gonna try to spend 5 minutes. I'm at the 5 minute marker, so I'm gonna say like this. I'm just gonna end this right now. Hip hop is still alive and well. I think a lot of people try to make it. I want to say like different than what it really is that we used to be. They try to make it like more party-ish. Like they're trying to turn like how rap used to be like tight and stuff. Everyone loved it. They're trying to turn it into like that. Like how rap went from awesome fucking genre to fucking talking about partying and sex and just everything that like no one cares about. Like I think that's what they're trying to do with hip hop now. They're trying to do that. I think they should just leave hip hop alone and just let the hip hop artists do their own thing. Let the hip hop artists step in and do what they want to do. That's my views on the hip hop industry. Okay, now we're gonna start on the second topic, love. I might spend 6 minutes on this. I don't know, because I just ended in 6 minutes. But anyway, so now we're talking about love. Okay, my views on love. I think love doesn't exist as much as it used to back in the day. I think we went back to I want to say probably like mid 70s ish. Yeah, like mid 70s ish. No, probably like early 60s. That's what I want to say. Because 70s is when shit went wrong, in my opinion, with love. But in the 60s, when you had a woman, people respect that was your woman. They would like if they would not cheat on you unless they really wanted to. But in that case, that would make you a slut and a whore, and then you'd be like disowned by everyone back in that time. But and then if that since that was like the thing, if you were a slut and a whore, they would like disown you. You wouldn't be a slut and a whore, and women would like try to stick to their man. But these days, no one gives a fuck about no one. No one loves anyone. Well, like unless you're family, of course. But I'm talking about like love as in like love another person, not love your family, because obviously everyone loves their family, but love another person. I think love today is very fucked up. And the reason why I say that is because women these days, it's not all women's fault, but I'm gonna talk about men in a bit. But hold on, women dress fucked up these days. I see 10-year-olds wearing booty shorts. I am like, what the fuck is this? That is nasty. But anyway, women that are older too dress like they need to sit on a fucking corner. Like, I'm sorry, but if you're my girl, I don't want you showing anyone shit. I don't want you wearing no booty shorts. I want you to wear pants. Because if you're wearing, not even yoga pants, if you're just jeans, if you're wearing booty shorts and yoga pants, you're showing your shit off to other niggas. I want you to look good, but I don't want you to look good to the point where a nigga is gonna try to hit on you and shit. I want you to look good, but not to the point where another nigga gonna come up, ask for your number, and then I'm gonna be like, what the fuck, and get mad, and I'm gonna beat the nigga's ass. And then, men, what the problem is with us, we're either cowards, we won't admit something, or we can't face our mistakes. Those are the three reasons why relationships do bad. It's mostly our fault, guys. I'm sorry to say it. Women, it's their fault if they cheat. That's basically it. Like, women understand relationships better than us men. But what I would like to say is cowardice. The reason why being cowardice can fuck up a relationship is because if you're a coward and aren't willing to go to that level with her, like not just have sex, but like if you're not willing to take her to this place because you don't like that place, like people like as men, we need to just step out of our boundary zone and do things that like we wouldn't normally do. Like if your girl wants you to go shopping with her and you don't want to do that, then you're not willing to be in the relationship, my nigga. If a girl I like was like, tell me, want to come to the mall with me? I'd be like, sure, I'll go to the mall with you. We'll chill for a bit and talk. And a lot of niggas won't do that today. Like a lot of niggas won't fucking go to the mall with their girl. They're like, go by yourself, take your friends and shit. I would go. I'd be like, sure, let's go to the mall. Then the reason why I say won't admit shit is either not won't admit shit was they hide shit. That's what I should say. They hide shit. If this is for the down low niggas, okay? If you're down low, why not make yourself be a happy person and date a guy if that's what you want? I'm not gay whatsoever. I don't think anyone else. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm just saying, if you're a down low nigga, why wouldn't you go date a guy so you can be happy for the rest of your life instead of having to date a girl and make her feel insecure about herself because you want a man? And most of the time, if they're down low, they like fucking treat their women like shit. I'm not gonna lie. I've seen like Jerry Springer and shit. They treat their women like fucking horrible, my nigga. And then the third reason, won't admit when they're wrong or when we have mistakes. I think as men, we don't like to be wrong, and I think that's causing a lot of problems with relationships, especially today. I think if we admitted it more, it would cause less fights and less divorce, honestly. Because I know, like, my parents fought all the time when I was like little, and my dad cheated on my mom, and he never admitted it to her. He never did, but I know he did too. But anyway, I'm sure they were married for like 15 years. But anyway, they always fought and stuff when I was 7, and then he never would admit it. I'm sorry, but if a girl called me out on something, I'm gonna tell her it's either yes or no. I'm gonna tell her the truth, yes or no. And then, okay, what was the other point to this sub point to that? It was we don't like to be wrong. Like my stepdad and my mom. My stepdad and my mom, they were fighting about something small. Like it was like where a rapper. It was like I forgot what rapper it was, but it was where a rapper was from, and they were fighting, like just battling because my stepdad did not want to be wrong. They were just like fighting over this small topic, and then I was like, damn, it's not even that bad. Like I think if we admitted that, and then when I told them the answer to it because I had to like Google it. They had me Google it, and then told them the answer right, and then they were like, my mom was right, and she was like, and then my stepdad was like, whatever, and he got wrong, he got all mad. But I think we should not take things to heart either, because women, when we say things, they get all like broken-hearted and shit, and cry. Let's see, what else? Oh, one more. I want to talk about one more thing about women. One thing that women do that they need to stop doing is pushing a male's buttons. They should not be pushing, like, a woman knows how to push a man's buttons to the point where we get really pissed. I think that women should honestly stop doing that. Like, they honestly want to piss us off to the point. I don't know why, but they want to piss us off to the point where we, like, hit them. And then we eventually do hit them, and then we go to jail and shit, and then, like, she probably dumps us when we get out of jail or some shit. Ugh. It's hot as hell in my house right now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. So if I'm breathing hard, that's why. I'm almost done, so you guys can get the fuck out of here, almost. But anyway, women, okay, so the 3 things that need to happen in order for love to work today. Women need to stop pushing men's buttons. Women need to stop dressing like fucking sluts to attract men and shit. Men need to be stop being cowards. We need to also admit shit when we get called on it. Stop being mad when we're wrong. Well, that's it for this My Thoughts Monday. It's probably the longest episode I've had. It's almost 14 minutes, so I have to cut this very short. Have a nice Monday. Hope you had a nice day. And
got them throwing they flag up. How I come and provide it. Now we making them riot till we making them tired. You can never deny it.